Hey everyone, welcome to a Q&A with Archangel. I'm going to be answering some of the questions you guys have sent me. Okay, let's get into it. How much time in total do you think you've put into research for this story? By the way, in case it's not obvious, I've got my computer right here and I'm just reading the questions. I'd say I've probably put a total of less than 5 hours into researching the story. I make up most of it. Uh, I've had to research a few things like flight speed for birds, and I had to make sure the name was, available, stuff like that, and just random bits and pieces. What is an enemy? You haven't read the story, I take it. An enemy is a bird-like sentient creature that has the ability to use magic. Do I like garlic bread? I do like garlic bread, especially garlic bread with cheese. How do you get your ideas? My ideas? Oh, well, I am a big old pirate. I watch things and I read things and I'm just like, oh, that's a fantastic idea. I want to put my own spin on it. For my story, The Immortal Legends, Merlin and Arthur, I was watching Merlin, the BBC show Merlin, and I was just like, oh, this is such a great concept. I wonder what it would be like set in modern day. And that's how I did that. For Humans Don't Make Good Familiars, for anyone who doesn't know, it was actually a story before I got to it. It was a single story by another author, which I put links to the original story in the earlier chapters, so you can go back and read his original story. And I was so enamored with it, I wanted to find out what happened next, and I found out he never made a part 2. So I contacted him and I was like, hey, can I finish this story? And he said yes. So I'd say I get a lot of my ideas just from, other places. Nothing's original anymore, It's not, what's original is your own take on it, What's my planning process? My planning process is simple. I don't plan. Uh, I plan two things. I plan how it starts and I plan where it ends, and everything in the middle. Okay, so what I do is, it's like, let's say in one chapter, Jake has to, okay, no. So there was a chapter early on where Jake was wanting a spear. So obviously I knew I wanted the chapter to end with him having a spear, and I knew the chapter started with him not having a spear. So I was like, okay, what's the first thing? He's planning what the spear is going to look like. Okay, that's a page of dialogue. That's a few paragraphs at least. And then I was like, oh, well, what happens next? He has to go to Suma's world, and he has to explain what a spear is, and they have to talk about who could make one, and then they have to find someone to make one, and that's another page and a half, And that's my process. Like, here's where I am. Here's what I want to be. What's the logical steps for everything in between? And that's what I do. Nothing too complicated. Have you ever played Tau Hao Luna Nights? I have not. You should. Oh, well, my goodness. I didn't know it was that great. What is my favorite color? That's a complicated answer. I have 3 favorite colors: white, blue, and purple. I like white because it's, symbolism for like purity and stuff, and I like that because I like the symbolism. Blue was my favorite color from childhood, and I think it's probably still my favorite color, honestly. It changes out: white, blue, and purple. I like the idea of royalty and things owning purple for like most of human history, and now like anyone can have it, and like anybody could be considered royal if they went back in time and they were wearing purple. I just think that's funny. Also, it's a really cool color. Specifically, if I had to choose a specific kind of purple, it'd be indigo. And if I had to choose a specific blue, it'd be like royal blue or navy blue or something. How is your existence going on a scale of 1 to 12? Excellent rating system. That rating system gets 15 stars. I'd say 12. I'm pretty content with my life. I like it a lot. I'm not rich, but I don't have to be. Money's not my main priority for anything, for any reason. I'd say I'm a 12. You know, things could be a lot worse. Definitely, for sure. Uh, so scale of 1 to 12, I'm a 12, man. Did you ever struggle with not feeling like you were as popular and successful as you'd like? Hmm. You know, honestly, I was surprised at how quickly I got popular. I had, 1,000 subscribers within the first year, and I was like, blew my mind, And I tell you what, I have a rival. I consider him my rival, though I doubt he does consider me his rival. It's the not so British Brit who writes the Life of a Teenage Hellwolder story. And if you've never read it, you should, because it's a really good story. It's probably my favorite on Reddit right now. Anyway, I consider him my rival because we started about the same time, but he has twice as much karma as I do. I don't know how many subscribers he has, but he's got like 40,000 karma, and I've got, I think I've got about 24,000. He's got 40,000, I've got about 24,000. It's a massively popular story he's been doing for a long time. Anyway, yeah, I don't I don't look at things and I'm not like, oh, I wish I was doing better. I am fine. I feel like I'm doing pretty well, honestly. If so, how did you deal with it? Well, I don't have to deal with it. I guess if I did have to deal with it, I would just pick myself up and be like, oh, you're fine. Get on with it. Let me see. Has the story ended yet? No, the story has not ended. It's still going. I'm on the second book now. If you didn't know, you could go buy the book. Why is Jake such an idiot? Because the story's not interesting if he solves everything with lightning bolts. So, does inversion magic make fire cold? No, and it's kind of annoying that everyone thinks it does, just a little bit. Inversion magic doesn't work on his own spells normally. I haven't decided whether or not it can, like whether he can force it to yet, but if it would have to be intentional. His fire would be hot, his ice would be cold. So I'm gonna say no for now. Is magic genetic? What, like is that asking like, oh, Suma's parents were healers, so she was a healer? I guess to some degree, I guess it could be considered genetic. I'm gonna say yes for now. Probably, yeah, I'd say yes. And that looks like all the questions. Hey, this is not a very long video, not even 10 minutes. If you didn't know, you could go buy my books. I have 3 out right now. Humans Don't Make Good Familiars, The Alpha Prophecy, The Legend of the Alpha of War, and The Immortal Legends, Merlin and Arthur. Go buy those books. Don't blame me if you don't like them. I did my best. I'm sorry. I'm doing what I can. Come on. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.